23. Levana Makashvili taking on the veteran Hakran Dias to kick off the main card. Capacity crowd on hand here in Hollywood, Florida. Hakran Dias wearing the trunks with green, Levana Makashvili in the white. His 27th professional fight for Hakran Dias tonight. He's won 22 of them, making his first appearance of 2015 after a dominating win over Darren Elkins last December in Brazil. The inside leg kick there for Makashvili. Stepping in for Chaz Skelly on short notice here tonight is Makashvili. Dias with authority lands that lead leg. Nice counter right by Makashvili.
Hakran Dias considered one of the better wrestlers over at Nobu União. But one thing he said is that he needs to be more aggressive. One thing he's learned from his last few fights. Sometimes he waits to get his rhythm a little bit too much. Realizes the importance of getting a good start in his fights.
Join the UFC in supporting Team Intrepid Fallen Heroes in their race across America, raising awareness and charitable contributions for the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund in support of our wounded military heroes. Learn more at intrepidheroesrace.com. Dias trying to work the body of Makashvili. Inside leg kick is there for Makashvili. Two minutes have expired off the round one clock here. Dias has dealt with some injuries, made his UFC debut in 2012, competed just once in 2013, twice last year against Ricardo Lamas and Darren Elkins. Makashvili pressing forward now with the left.
Makashvili starting to move forward, but hasn't quite found his range. Dias really hasn't found his range either. There's a takedown attempt there from Makashvili.
Good early sign for Dias to remain upright. Makashvili landed 7 takedowns in his UFC debut in May against Mark Adiba.
These Nobu União fighters can be very difficult to take down up against the cage.
Don't grab it.
Dias possibly trying to set up a takedown of his own here. Able to get off the fence now. Nice right hand there from Makashvili.
Absolutely, he has certainly been the more aggressive party in the early going. Hakran Dias cannot afford a slow start, and he's able to break that guard of Makashvili with the jab. That's been the best weapon for Levana thus far. Gets that left foot off the canvas awfully quickly.
Those feints of Makashvili really are working on Dias. See him flinch and move every time Makashvili attempts. And look at it, here's the wrestling skills of Hakran Dias.
And Makashvili is an outstanding defensive wrestler, so nicely done by Hakran Dias to land his first takedown attempt of the fight.
Well, it was well timed here to end the round. Now Dias needs to get busy with his ground and pound.
And you do see strategically from a lot of fighters going for that takedown late in the round, potentially to try to sway the judges and score points. The Fram Cam is sponsored by Fram Oil Change, done right as we go into the red corner of Hakraun Dias.
Come on, breathe. Let's breathe. There we go, breathe. You're very well now. You're just got to corner more. You have to hit him body more. He's going backwards. Keep on going. Keep on completing your throws. He's going backwards and he's not finding space. And he's feeling your strikes. Come on, try the upper too. Because
შენი ყავი პირველი, okay? გესმის? ყველაფერს კარგად აკეთებ, ოღონ შენ თუ არ მიდიხარ წინ, საჯების ყვანეირად უყურებენ ამ ჯგუფს. გესმის?
I know Ken Flo speaks 6 languages. I'm not sure if that is one of them.
It's not, unfortunately.
Well, the most anticipated fight of the year now just 2 weeks away. Jose Aldo putting the UFC featherweight title on the line against the inimitable Conor McGregor. A heated showdown you just can't afford to miss. It's only on pay-per-view July 11th from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The words give way to the action and the biggest fight of 2015. Conor McGregor will join us in a bit from Las Vegas. Meantime, Jose Aldo's teammate Hakraun Dias in action here against Levana Makashvili.
Takedown there from Makashvili, timed it beautifully off of the leg kick of Diaz. Now Diaz looking for that Kimura. Let's see if he can turn it into a sweep or submission here. See if he can slide that foot in. Oh, Makashvili might be in trouble. He's trying to separate, he's trying to push that hip away where he can get pressure either on the shoulder or go belly down on an arm lock. Let's see if Hakraun Dias can separate. He's starting to push on that hip. He's in the right position now. He's gone for the Russian armbar. He's gone belly down here. Now takes the back. Beautiful reversal here from Hakraun Dias. Makashvili trying to shake him off. He does.
Nice poise by the 26-year-old Makashvili against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Hakraun Dias.
Beautiful grappling exchanges there from both men. Let's see if Diaz turns this into a triangle here. He can. Makashvili with a big mistake here. Hakraun Dias starting to tighten up that triangle. Makashvili might be in big trouble here. His only escape is probably going to be off of a slam. Diaz needs to tighten up on the inside, not grab the foot. Needs to tighten up inside and grab the shin. He's got plenty of time to start to tighten this up. Now Diaz, he needs to push that right arm of Makashvili across his body. And there's the slam from Makashvili.
And it's enough to pop him out. So Hakraun Dias, in pursuit of his first submission win in the UFC, has 8 for his career.
It was an error from Hakraun Dias. He wasn't holding on to the shin. I don't know why guys like to grab their foot. It gives too much space. But it's exactly what Makashvili wanted. Let's see if Hakraun Dias can get up, use the cage to try to cage walk here. Now he's attacking the arm of Makashvili. Too loose.
And it seems like Makashvili more than willing and confident to play around inside of Hakraun Diaz's guard.
Well, this is his style, John. He loves to grind these wins. Not the most exciting style here, but effective. Now look at this. Hakraun Dias puts Makashvili on his back.
There are not that many featherweights that can do that to Levana Makashvili. Second takedown of the fight unofficially for Diaz. And it comes with just under 2 minutes to go in our middle round.
That's why the fighters at Nobu now speak so highly of the wrestling skills, especially the offensive wrestling skills of Hakraun Dias. Hit a corner of Hakraun Dias telling him they want him against the cage. Yelling at him for having his back up against the cage. They don't like it at all. Oh, nice counter there to that outside trip from Makashvili.
Left hand was able to land for Makashvili there. Under a minute now to go in round 2. We'll see if Diaz tries to secure a late takedown as he did in round 1.
Oh, beautiful level change there from Diaz. See if he can lock his hands and finish this. This may be enough to maybe steal the round. Nice takedown there from Diaz. Giving Makashvili all sorts of trouble with the wrestling game. But it's just not enough offense from Diaz. Diaz is doing a lot of the things right. He's in position to strike. He's in position to utilize his ground and pound, but just isn't able to get things going. Not enough here against Makashvili to really make a strong impression here in the round.
Right.
Deixa lá bicho. Tá bem.
You're good.
Ele vai querer vir igual um maluco.
He's going
agora.
to come after you like a crazy man now.
Está
He's
muito
dead.
mais inteiro que
You're a lot better than he is. You've got a lot
As
more
posições
wrestling.
estão em dia,
Yeah, the
entendeu?
positions are working.
Então o que acontece? Eu quero que você bote pra baixo.
Now I want you to put him down again.
Então segura ele, deixa ele balar,
Hold
deixa
him
ele virar
on,
maluco.
let him,
Puxa,
and then
bota pra baixo,
take him
bota pra
down
baixo,
again.
pra pegar agora.
Yeah, and this time you're going to catch him.
Toda hora ele tá levantando o joelho aqui.
Every time he's
Empurra, ganha aquela
pulling
meia.
his knee up. Push him away and take him down.
Você tá inteiro, filho. 5
You're
minutos
fine.
pra gente acabar com isso.
5 more minutes to finish this fight. You've won 2 rounds well.
Respirando, respirando.
Well, Hakraun Diaz had the ability to submit Makashvili with a tight triangle, but he just tightened it up in the wrong way. He's in this position, tightened from the outside. First, it seemed like he was unsure when to go outside, grab the outside of the foot, and that just wasn't enough.
The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Kenny Florian taking you through the action on the ground. And you know, Diaz has landed 3 takedowns in the fight. Actually did more with the Makashvili takedown than he did with his own. Breaking the action here due to a groin strike.
Levana, get over there. Take your time.
There it is.
Deep breath. Check it out.
Clean strike to the groin.
And when John McCarthy's in there, dude, you better get to your neutral corner, man. McCarthy means business. As many of you know, the fighter will have 5 minutes with which to recover if needed.
Ready to go? Ready, fight!
No intent there. We are back underway. Makashvili in the white. Diaz in the green and black with his back now up against the fence. Well, every time Diaz has shot, the takedown has materialized.
And if you're going to take down one of the No Buñal fighters, it better be in the center of the octagon. These guys use the cage so well. There was a time where being up against the cage was a big-time disadvantage when you were facing a wrestler. Now they've turned into an advantage. It's very difficult to take them down with that split stance up against the cage. But Hakraun Dias starting to take damage with these combinations.
Yeah, right, and at least on the feet, it's Makashvili consistently applying more pressure.
Well, I think we're seeing a little bit of paralysis through analysis from Hakraun Dias. He's in the right position. He's got the technique. He's got the speed and power. I think he's overanalyzing a little bit. We'll see a lot of guys who are awesome in the gym and not so great in the fight because of that same kind of mentality. They're thinking about it a little bit too much, not letting their techniques flow out there.
You wonder if he had just a little bit more reckless abandon, if he could showcase how special a fighter many people know him to be.
And he's not doing poorly in this fight. He may very well be winning the fight. He's just not showing full commitment on his techniques. It's not like he's not capable. He's an excellent fighter and just needs to commit a little bit more and have a little bit more faith in himself.
3 minutes now to go in our third and final round. Crowd getting a little bit antsy, but this is a lot of what has made Levana Makashvili successful. Grinding away. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Been a good round for Makashvili. Been a battle for those takedowns. This third round really has slowed down a lot.
Less than 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Makashvili able to take Diaz's back, albeit briefly.
Nice hand fighting there from Hakraun Dias as he tries to get that double leg. Trying to lock his hands around the legs of Makashvili. But that underhook prevented that takedown. Nice defensive wrestling there from Makashvili.
He prides himself on that defensive wrestling. It is held up tonight largely.
This time it seems like he's been able to lock his hands and may turn this into a takedown.
And Diaz, overall landing at a pretty decent clip, 59%. Just has not been given a lot of room with which to operate by the Georgian Makashvili.
Hakraun Dias very tired. He has opportunity to lock his hands and finish the takedown. Makashvili able to get that left underhook to create some space there. Not a great fight here in this third round.
Well, it's been right around this time in rounds 1 and 2 that Diaz has been able to ground Makashvili. Levon holding up pretty well here.
Oh, Makashvili with a beautiful counter here.
Diaz getting a little bit careless there, looking to his corner for advice.
Nice finish there from Makashvili.
He lands in the half guard of Hakraun Dias. Elbow there from Makashvili. Good place for him to end the third and final round. Hakraun Dias and Levana Makashvili go the distance. Who won? We'll get to the official decision as we continue live with UFC Fight Night. Stay with us. There's a shot of Miami, Florida, just south of here as we come to you from Hollywood tonight for Fox Sports 1 UFC Fight Night. Sellout crowd on hand here in Hollywood. We go inside the octagon where the venerable Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, Makashvili, 29-28, Dias, and 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Hakraun Dias.